5 at 5. It's Offer Review, and we're going to talk about the importance of an Infinity Watch. It is, without a doubt, Brotherhood 2.0. I'm telling you now, Infinity Watch is going to be Brotherhood 2.0, and I am okay with it. Brotherhood's been there for a long time, but before we talk about Infinity Watch being Brotherhood 2.0, there was a very interesting post. This post actually made me uncomfortable when I read it the other day because it was kind of rated. It was kind of written in this. I think it was meant to be a bit of parody, but it seemed like, was calling out Cerebro and Zeeks for basically being absent on Reddit. And so this is an interesting post because Cerebro did respond to it. And if you notice that Cerebro, this post right here has 489 upvotes. I haven't seen a community manager post. Most of Zeke's and Cerebro's posts I've seen, a good percentage of them are just downvoted. Like, you can't even find them. They get buried. So this is upside. Answer is pretty simple. Zeke's and I have been advocating hard for the players to the team. Your voices haven't been heard as loudly as they should. So we are spending a lot of time to ensure that the team has the full picture of the impact of their decisions. We have some big meetings coming up with the studio leadership, and we have to prepare for. I give you my assurance that we'll communicate more often again when we have something worth reporting. Now, I believe this is genuine. I don't have any reason to believe anything other than that he's looking out for the community. I personally think this ISO-8, where they're shoving ISO-8 5 down our throats and making it not even bottlenecks. They're just saying, here's this feature that you guys liked, but it wasn't, going to 5 really wasn't worth the squeeze. I mean, the juice was never worth the squeeze in ramping your characters up to ISO 5, and they were probably annoyed, and they weren't making enough money, and they said, and then I just have this whole picture, this whole conversation of Cerebro saying, it's like, hey, we posted a couple, in the blog post about this ISO 5, and the community is really upset. Shut up, money! And they just cut him off and say, money! Like, but the community really hates this change. Don't you understand that, this update will be removing content, players that were playing inside of the Doom Raid now, but money, shut up! We don't want to hear any of your thoughts. Money! I swear that's how the conversations had to go down. That's my feeling about this entire update. And it seems unnecessary. And anecdotal evidence is that I can't tell you the number of people have reached out to me in the last week, mostly out of worry, not even anger, but worry about their alliance crumbling. The frustrations of recruiting. They're good players leaving their alliance and going for bigger alliances. Other players just stop logging in. I'm sure there's data points out there, and I don't have access to the developer data, that suggest this whole thing is a mess and a disaster. And you know what? It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible what's going on. And hopefully some of this gets reversed or modified. I don't know. It just seems unnecessary because I'm guessing that they didn't motivate anybody to buy their stuff. Not a lot of people bought it. I can't imagine tons of people went for it, and a lot of people were just upset and like, I'm out. And they've tripled down on this concept of demanding ISO 5 in the Adam Warlock requirements, in the Doom raids, and then lastly they added the new daily, let's just call them daily challenges 2.0. They're doubling down on that, and I don't have a problem with them making, entrance fees and things like that. I think my main issue is this. This update, there were people that got less content. They actually had content stripped from them. There were entire alliances and groups of people that were playing in the Doom raids, and suddenly they couldn't. How is that an update where you actually lose content to play? This patch, we're removing things for you to do. That's not cool. They have to know this. And Jason Bender knows this because he said in Valley's video that, how easy it would be able to balance characters that are out in the population if we could just nerf things. And he says, but we just can't. He knows you can't nerf things. How was the Doom Raid, even though it was First Strike, I understand it was First Strike, But how is it that they could... I'm doing offer review, Cat. Anyways, let's go. All right, let's move on. Let's go on to something else. Anyways, they're going to fix this. I'm sure they're going to fix this. Infinity Watch is Brotherhood 2.0. Infinity Watch 2.0. Cat's calling me and my phone rang. She knows I'm recording offer review. She has to know. Anyways, Infinity Watch is Black Order 2.0. This team right here at 494,000 in arena is destroying 660,000 Black Orders. Black Order's done. There's no Adam Warlock on this. Infinity Watch is Black Order 2.0. They are strong. We're getting like, this team is punching up 160, 170K against Black Order. Anyway, so do what you got to do. I'm telling you, arena teams, in my opinion, command the highest interest and level of investment as far as this game goes. I'm definitely looking at Infinity Watch very closely. Also, this is the second round of this offer right here. Probably going to get this tomorrow because I'm able to get for $50, 55 character shards and then 8 orbs. Do what you got to do. It's not like fantastic pricing, but it is what it is. Let's move on. Veil Gold. All right, so what do we got here? We got $2 a piece. There's $6 plus another $2 adds up to $8. So this is like a C- offer. I'm sure they're going to sell a ton of them. So basically it's $8 of value for $10. Let's move on. Veil gear, purple gear. I don't buy purple gear anymore. I don't even recommend purple gear. I feel that there's a lot of availability on this. So no. I don't see the value in this at all anymore. Same thing with purple T3s. This is a bottleneck for a lot of people, but if you need purple T3s, two things. One, I think you can sometimes get these for about $1 for 100. I think that's a better, more reasonable value. This is just kind of high. Also, I think, looking into an alliance that takes rating very seriously will alleviate some of the crunch. This is a bottleneck that occurs for sure early, mid-game. Eventually, it's alleviated as you play the game longer. Let's move on. Training materials. Again, this is a C- offer. At best, we value these at $2 a piece, plus another $2. So that's maybe $8 value for $10. Let's move on. Extraordinary energy bundle. Okay, at best I value that at $2. I don't value the rest of this at $3, so this is something I'm not going to look into. The only time I think that people should consider buying these if they're pushing for level 80 and or trying to take advantage of double drops. Check the events tab. Don't forget, 2 times 0 is still 0. Let's move on. Ooh, healing host offer. Okay, Blitz. Tomorrow we're having a Antivenom Blitz. So get ready for that. I'm pretty excited about this. The other thing too, Antivenom is just, super scarce. I think if you have the other 4 symbiotes and you need to unlock Antivenom, this might be the way to do it. But other than this, I think, Blitz tomorrow, you'll get some out of that. Even if you just do the milestones, you'll get some shards that way. Otherwise, he's hard to get, man. They're really holding on to him. Anyways, let's move on. I haven't even pulled any of them out of those premium orbs. Anyways, hard to get. All right. Purple gear. Again, I'm not buying purple gear. Purple gear is garbage. This is the exact same offer as the Phyla offer above. C-, $8 value. Premium ISO-8 offer. They have not discounted this stuff. This is the same pricing on this pack that they've had since it came out in October. I haven't seen a single value on this. And for me, I opened, I think when it first came out, I opened it up and I was like, you didn't really do anything for me. It is what it is. Gear Tier 15 draft. So I believe the best way to get a hold of Gear Tier 15s, as specific pieces is out of the War Store. They've reduced the cost in the War Store. They also very randomly appear in the supply store. You can buy them for gold. This price right here is $1.50 per 15. Keep in mind, I remember when I was planning my 16 characters to get into Dark Dimension 4 and get Doom, that I saw at one point I needed more than 1,000 of these. And, think about that. 1,000 pieces, at $1.50 a piece, $1,500, not so great. I think that they sold a ton of these when Doom was early and fresh and people wanted to get Doom. But, we've got way better teams and characters than Doom now already. Silver Surfer and Kestrel, and then Heroes for Hire, and then Infinity Watch are just running over Doom now. Kind of sad. I think Doom needs some red stars. Red stars to Doom. If he had some extra red stars, maybe he could be a little bit more scary. Definitely is a fun character play. I get a lot of use out of him in raids. Yes, he's still a top 10 character, probably even a top 5 character. It just seems like he didn't shine for very long. Mega Orb Sale. At best, I value Mega Orbs at $5 a piece. So say this together with me. 1, 2, 3. Trash. Oh my God. Trash. Not good. $20 for a Mega Orb. Not so great. Let's move on. Limited time sale. At best, we value these at $2 a piece, so that's $8 plus another $2. So maybe this is $10 value for $20. No good for me. I don't like it at all. Let's move on. Orb Draft. Watermelon orbs are garbage. In fact, they're leaving the game because they're so terrible. So don't buy this offer. Premium Orb, $1. Gold Orb, $2. Ability Orb at 10 cents at best. Basic Orbs, maybe 90 cents worth right there. So anyways, I'm not going to buy this because there's no way they want to get $1 for these horrible ability orbs. They're being replaced. They're going away. They should be. There's an in-game message saying open them because we're going to delete them at some point in the future. All right, Pack of Shame. No. We're not buying this anymore because we're dirty blitzing. We've been sim blitzing constantly lately. Power Core Deal. I've never bought this, but the valuation on this always seemed reasonable to me. I'd probably be buying this if I could get 225 cores and get the training materials, but there's definitely more than $3 value here, even though I've never bought it. So if you're having a shortage of power cores and training materials, this is probably one of the more efficient ways of getting them with money. Again, this is not great. There was 2 offers above this that were better valuations for $10. The offers that are above, one of them had 6,000 fragments and 200,000 gold. So this is a trash offer. This is their anchor pricing offer, in fact. Let's move on. The rest of these offers are garbage. Let's toggle over to the free-to-play account. And we're going to skip through all of these. Okay, Cole. They've been holding on to Cole. He's kind of... Seems like every character comes out, there's one character... Every team that comes out, there's one character they just won't really made readily available. Cole is that character. Anna Venom's that character. Actually, there's a lot of characters in the Symbiote team that they've made hard to get. I think this team is kind of... the Black Order is a very powerful team. If you have Thanos and the other members of the Black Order and you don't have Cole, and this helps you, get the full... Because you got to get an empowered Thanos up and running. It requires... the 4 members of Black Order and Thanos to make the empowered Thanos team. I can see that, but I don't see the point in buying this at this point unless you just want to spend $30 for 50 character shards, which is extremely outrageous price if you asked me. Symbiote Spider-Man. What are they going to do with Symbiote Spider-Man? It seems like the symbiotes are just kind of hard to get in general. Symbiote Spider-Man is in the milestone orbs. You'd have to open up 100 milestone orbs to get 25 of these, or 24 I think is enough. So you'd have to almost open up 200 milestone orbs to get 50 Symbiote Spider-Man shards. So if you have the other 4 members of the symbiotes and you don't have him unlocked, I could see that being a good reason to purchase this. Same thing, we talked about that. Silver Surfer, I do like this offer. I just think Silver Surfer is amazing. 50 character shards for $20, best character in the game along with Kestrel. I was been talking a lot about promotion credits, what characters really get a benefit from promotion credits. I think Silver Surfer, I upgraded him almost immediately when Kestrel becomes available for promotion credits. Silver and gold, I'll probably look into Kestrel. Gamora, if you're getting Adam Warlock, I would highly consider putting some red stars on Gamora. She looks like she's crazy. That whole team looks insane, by the way. I'm just really taken by how strong that team is. Corvus. Yeah, Corvus is kind of like the weakest member on the Black Order team. If I could refund resources on the Black Order team, I would start with Corvus. He seems to be the weakest member, if I could anyways. They don't allow for that. So the only reason why I think anybody could justify 50 character shards for $30 is if they had, you know, a complete team with Ebony Maw and Thanos and Proxima and Cull, and they're just missing Corvus, and this would make the team work. I could see that happening, but otherwise, nope. All right, let's just toggle through the rest of this, and I think we've gone through everything. I'm really hoping we get some resolution on this whole ISO-8 thing here quickly, sooner than later, because it seems like I can't remember people being this upset since the introduction of Red Stars. That's how far back I think we have to go. When Red Stars came out, I think that was when the community was the most heated. That's the only time I think I've seen the community more heated than right now. All right, let me know what you think in the comments section. And as always, thanks for watching and keep on gaming.